Hello everyone, welcome to my video presentation on e-commerce course. First and foremost, let me introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Lương. My student ID is BABAIU19294 and I'm a student of International University. Today I will talk about the case study of a quite familiar social networking service about their adaptation to curb change in social behavior to exist, especially in time of pandemics like the recent. And you can see it's Twitter, very familiar, right? I have a question. Have you used or are you using Twitter? Personally, even though I heard a lot, I have never used Twitter. If you are too, so now join this topic with me to find out about this interesting social networking site. Today's case study is Weathering the Storm. Twitter its business model in chapter 2 on May 100 e-commerce textbook. In the next about 20 minutes, we will go through main part of my presentation. Firstly, I will introduce and summarize this case study. For the next part, I will answer 5 questions provided in the case study for you to understand more about topic. Now let's get started. Twitter is a free online microblogging and social networking service on which users can read, post, and interact with messages known as tweets. Twitter is primarily used by people to communicate with others on the same platform. It is also used by celebrities to keep in touch with their fans and promote their film, show, and other events, and to some extent maintain their stardom. Founded by Jack Dorsey, Noah Biston, and Evan Williams in March 2006 and launched in July of that year, Twitter continued in a long tradition of internet development and has become a global phenomenon just after a few years. Twitter headquarters is located in San Francisco and has over 25 offices around the world. In April 2020, Twitter had over 185 million daily active users worldwide, around 6,000 tweets per second, and 500 million per day worldwide. Some special events such as the Super Bowl and Academy Awards tend to generate an explosion of tweets. On some celebrities, such as the pop star Justin Bieber, whose Twitter account has more than 114 million followers, with holding second rank in most followers Twitter account. The account holding first rank with the highest number of followers currently belongs to former U.S. President Barack Obama, around 130 million followers. In 2030, Twitter announced on Twitter, of course, that it became a publicly traded company and has been trading on secondary market at a valuation closer to $14 billion. The move made a significant milestone in the history of the 7-year-old company. Despite the company's lack of profits, the public offering was regarded as a rousing success. However, its share price declined significantly from over $74 in December 2013 down to less than $14 in 2016, well below its IPO rise. Twitter also recorded anemic growth rate between 2013 and 2015 due to unusual poor user retention and a highly important rise in user engagement. Acknowledging a need for a change in direction, Chief Executive Officer Dick Costolo stepped down in 2015, relayed by co-founder Jack Dorsey. Dorsey vowed to narrow the company's focus on its core service, with particular emphasis on breaking news. From 2016 to 2019, Twitter has made many outstanding changes, including doubling the number of character limits, enhancing its periscope video service lead capability, Twitter also redesigned the platform and acquired some artificial intelligence company to upgrade user experience and engagement for advisors relying on user data. Thanks to the change, Twitter has grown rapidly and become one of the leading social networking services in the market. On the other hand, during that time, Twitter also discontinued some products that were not well responded by users and did not bring revenue to Twitter. Trend comes with growth, but it does not last long. In 2019, Twitter has faced many challenges due to various factors. Twitter has raised questions for users about Twitter's ability to handle security and privacy issues after some incidents such as the mistake in sharing user data without permission or check dodgy Twitter personal account hack and so on. Then there were a global eruption of COVID-19 pandemic that made a hard negative impact on revenue of Twitter. By the way, with the promising results, Twitter recovered from that challenge and continued to grow. According to the turmoil, an activist investor group that acquired a significant chunk of Twitter shares sought to have those removed as chief executive officer. Although Twitter had met many difficulties, disadvantages, and threats, this social networking platform believes it is well suited to weather the storm. Now we will move to the next part, which is case study question. The first question: what are Twitter's most important assets? More the number of people using Twitter, more it reach, and more profiles is the impact of Twitter. Imagine if there were only a handful of Twitter users, not many people know what anyone tweets, and thus there would be no use of it. Hence, like on all the online company and social networking service, the biggest asset of Twitter is the stockpile of customer sentiment about products, service, and marketing efforts and consumer base of the user, such as user attention, significant audience size with a unique visitor, and its searchable database of tweets, which contain the real-time comment, observation, and opinion of its audience. This data can be used in a lot of ways to find different patterns, like dislike, location, demographics, and so on, which can be used to selectively target the user with specific content. There are hard advantages, which generate a lot of money by licensing its user data. The next question is, how has Twitter business model evolved since it was founded? Twitter's basic idea was to marry resources messaging on cell phone with the web and its ability to create social groups. Now it has expanded beyond simple text message with article review, photograph, video, and animated image. Twitter has become essential in modern society as a media platform for the instant distribution of news. In terms of value proposition, Twitter offers its various stakeholders the following. The first one is users' experience and benefits. Twitter moved away from products and features that didn't do enough to enhance basic user experience. For example, in 2016, Twitter phased out its buy now button. All the services that failed to take off, such as Twitter Music app, WhatsApp, and even popular features like its Vine app for short-form videos were discontinued. Instead, Twitter may change to support its ability to deliver the news, including increasing the character limit for tweets from 140 characters to 280 characters and showing more promoted new content in user timelines. Users, with the help of Periscope video service, has been enhancing user ability to broadcast live video and focusing on getting broadcasters to boost sport footage on its platform, instead of obtaining the right to stream with various live video sport events. From 2018 to 2019, Twitter also redesigned the Explore tab within its app to improve ease of use and its desktop site, enriching new alerts and large dedicated content hub for significant events that allow users to follow events the way they might follow a person. Users share content with the world, get real-time and relevant content in return, and also get to participate in conversation with people through tweets and messages. Next value is advertiser. Besides, Twitter realized that advertising like and share in revenues and understood the benefits of advertisers. It had advantage in this segment a lot. Twitter offers advertisers a variety of options, including robotic tweets that will appear in people's timeline, robotic a particular trend, robotic an entire account, and robotic videos, which Twitter also developed to give advertisers viral global reach with appropriate score. The last one is about data partner. Data licensing segment is also a steady revenue generator of Twitter. Acquisition of combination at Lucky Short, Top Secret, and Leaf help Twitter provide better information about user behavior and license its user data to companies seeking to improve their understanding of customer sentiment. In addition, Twitter has always tried to change its business models through acquisition and partnership, so it's also acquired some artificial intelligence startup and company from 2016 to 2019. We have developed machine learning technology to better effort to upgrade user experience and engagement for advertisers relying on user data. The third reason why is machine learning an important initiative for Twitter. Developing machine learning capability has also been an important initiative for Twitter. It established an internal research group called Cortex that focuses on improving Twitter by enabling advanced artificial technologies. Twitter purchased artificial intelligence startup Magic Bunny in 2016 to booster this effort. The company adjusted the way it ran tweets in user feeds, emphasizing relevance to individual users instead of simple chronological order, and its machine learning algorithm now decide what type of push notification to deliver to users. Twitter has also eliminated its less effective advertising formats, focusing only those that deliver the best engagement for advertisers. In November 2019, Twitter acquired Iden, which has developed machine learning software that provides recommendations for social media advertisers and content creators, detecting cart anomalies and automatically allocating buckets. Twitter intends to deploy the technology to improve Twitter's self-service advertising offering for small business. Advanced artificial technology also helps Twitter improve the health of the public conservation on Twitter by balancing free expression while controlling unwanted hate speech and purposeful misinformation. DJ finally contributed to jumpstart Twitter's stagnant growth. Twitter recorded the first profitable quarter in the company history in the fourth quarter of 2017 and continued through the fourth quarter of 2019. The number of daily active users also increased significantly. Now we move to the fourth question. What steps has Twitter taken to improve conversational health on its platform? Twitter is also focusing on techniques to remove what is called conversational health. Twitter adjusted its algorithm to ensure that low-quality tweets are less accessible in search and conversation, and changed its API to prohibit links and content from being shared from many accounts at once, which is a common technique used by Twitter bots, dummy accounts that are used to spread misinformation. Although Twitter continues to aggressively identify and remove the account, more continue to pop up in their place. Twitter has also tried to improve its handling of habitual abusers and hate groups using its platform. In 2019, Twitter acquired startup company BABAIU19294, which has developed machine learning technology to detect network manipulation and online disinformation. BABAIU19294 team will join Twitter Cortex Group, striking a balance between allowing free speech and policing unacceptable hate speech and deliberate misinformation will continue to be a difficult challenge for Twitter. In November 2019, in an effort to further enhance the conversation health of the platform, Twitter banned political ads, with some minor exceptions, such as ads in support of voter registration, and it would prohibit its use by advertisers from targeting users based on geographic location, political leaning, and affiliation. The last question: how has the COVID pandemic impacted Twitter? The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic has a hard negative impact on business, and of course, not with the exception of Twitter. Although its first quarter 2020 earnings beat Wall Street expectations on both total revenues and user growth, Twitter not surprisingly recorded an overall loss for the first time since the third quarter of 2017. Although results for the period from January through early March were as expected, from that time forward to the end of the quarter, revenue growth. Although user engagement increased significantly during that time, advertising declined by almost 30% compared to the similar periods in 2018. Event cancellation due to social distancing and stay-at-home measures, as well as the suspension of major sport leagues and the 2020 Summer Olympics, will likely continue to negatively impact of its advertising revenues, which are heavily event-driven. To stop, Twitter is aggressively working on its direct rebound advertising format, which include methods to drive consumers to take an immediate action. It has high hopes, for instance, for its mobile application promotion suite of products, which enable advertisers to promote their mobile app via Twitter, including apps installed directly within Twitter. Twitter hopes to tap advertising promoting mobile game, video service, food delivery service, and other markets that may be more resilient during an economic downturn. Twitter will attempt to grapple with the changing environment brought by the pandemic, though it noted that Twitter's overarching purpose is to serve the public conservation, and that in time, such as this, that's what had never been more critical. Now, it's the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will answer after that. Thank you all of you for listening. Goodbye.